Hello everyone, this is Paul with Jones and Ford Tools, live at the JFT studio. Today, we're going to take a look at and review the OGERY F11 camping fan. Very cool. This company reached out to me and asked if I wanted to take a look at their fan and review it. They're not paying me, but they did send me the product. But anyway, it's actually a pretty cool little fan, and the reason why I needed it is because here in my shop it gets hot. I live here in Mississippi, and like today it's like 92, but the humidity is 98. So I got air conditioner, but it doesn't quite keep up because it's just a small window unit. But as you can see on top of my toolbox over there on the left, I have a box fan. But sometimes when I'm working on things like I work on cars and my bikes and different things, that I need a fan near me. And this thing really works out. It's cordless because it's wireless because it has this box right here is a 20,000 milliamp battery, which is very cool. And I can move this thing around. It's fairly light. It has a light. Let me show you the light on it real quick. See, that's low. You got medium and high. So that actually helps me when I'm working on a project because it lights up the area as it's blowing the fan on me. It has 3 different speeds. Let's go ahead and turn that on. There you go. And I got it on 50%. It goes 25, 50, 75, or 100. All right, I'm turning it up. Down here, it's at 100%. And listen, it's blowing at high. You don't even hear it. That's another thing that I like about it. My box fan is very loud. Matter of fact, my box fan is so loud I had to turn it off to make this video. So besides that, you also have the battery indicator. Right now, it's at 50%. I've been testing this thing out for about 8 hours now, and it works great. So let's talk about some of the features before I forget. This portable fan doubles as a camping fan, right? So when you're inside your tent and it's hot outside, it'll keep you cool when you're trying to sleep, okay? Let's see. You could also put it on your desk table when you're working. That works good too. Like I said, I put it on my toolbox. What else? It's low noise. We already talked about that. We already talked about the 20,000 milliamp battery. Let's see. Now, the good thing about let's talk about the 20,000 milliamp battery. If I have this on high, it will run continuously for 12 hours. If I have it on its lowest setting, 138 hours. Wow, that's pretty amazing. All right. Let's see. As a fully rechargeable fan, it has dual outputs. It can power 2 devices simultaneously. Let's take a look at what they're talking about. So in order to charge this, it's a USB-C. Okay. So this is a USB-C in and it's a USB-C out. This is the other one. What's it called? Where I could plug in other things. A USB device is a USB plug-in. Plug it in. I could charge my phone. And I could do whatever else. But I could also use this as an out, so I could do 2 things at once. I could have my power tool charger on this one, and this one I could charge my new Apple phone because it's USB-C to USB-C. So that's cool. I like that feature of it. Matter of fact, it comes with the remote. And this is actually the storage place for the remote, right? Very cool. We're going to take a look at the remote here in a minute. Let's flip it back around. So we already talked about the lights, but it also let's do the where we can oscillate it. Okay, I think it's this one. There you go. So you see down here, 30%, 60, 90, 120. We can turn it all the way up, and as you can tell, it's moving around, it's blowing the air. I feel the air, it feels great. All right, very cool. Now another thing right here, this top one, this is where you can set how long you want to run the fan. So when I go to sleep, I want the fan on me. So if I set it for 1 hour, it'll blow for 1 hour and then turn off. So that's pretty cool. All righty. Let's go ahead and turn the fan down. All right, matter of fact, I'm gonna turn it off because now, whoop, it's almost done. All right, so now we're gonna check out the remote, okay? So let's go ahead and turn the fan on. All right, see, it popped on down here. I'm gonna turn it on. We got it going. Now, let's do the light. Low, medium, pretty bright. Now we're gonna take it back down. All right, got the fan off. You can see you got all the LED indicators. Very cool. All right, now let's see what else. So we have a cordless design. It has a 20-watt fast charging, reaching 100% in just 4.5 hours. That is very cool. I could charge this whole thing 4.5 hours, fully charged, ready to go for the next night. This fan light offers 3 brightnesses. We looked at that. And we talked about the oscillation part and the handy remote. But one thing we haven't talked about is the hanging feature. Up here, you have a handle. You can hang it like this. But check this out. Let's look at the bottom. All right, I got to flip this thing out. Look at that. You hang it upside down like in a tent. It can oscillate. Very cool, huh? All right, let's put that back in there. So overall, I've been using this and it's been great. I took it outside and I was working underneath my car and I was letting the fan blow me or blow the wind on me, and it made me, it was cooler for me to work on the car. I was still sweating, but at least it was cooling me off. Another thing, I like to set this on my stand right next to my TV where I sit in my favorite chair, and it just blows a cool breeze on me. I love it. This fan I used to use, here, let me show you this other fan that I used to use, which is something similar to this. Let me put the slide out so it's not in the way. But take a look. This is what I used to use. This is a little fan you put on your thing, and I put it in a little brick, right? So it works. So anyway, thank you for your time, and we look forward to seeing you next time on Jones for Tools.